Hello, my lovely Aries. Welcome to your reading for August 2022. This is a general reading for you, Aries. It's a reading for Aries Sun, Rising and Moon sign. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there. That will be specific to you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing on my channel. I really appreciate your support. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll know when I'm posting new videos for you. Aries, I've been meditating on your energy, and your channeled message for the month of August is the vision I'm getting. They're showing me here that you're walking up to, that you're hitting a wall. There's a wall in front of you. There's a wall in front of you. And so when there's a wall, it stops our progress. It stops what we're doing. If there is this in August, this sense of there's obstacles in my way, or gee, this is hard, I keep trying to do this and it's one thing after another. When there's obstacles like that that are crossing your path, that are stopping your progress, understand that it's an opportunity to redirect. It's an opportunity to look at other options. It's an opportunity to do something in a different way. So it's about thinking laterally, not just thinking in a linear way. If there's an obstacle there, if there's something that you're trying to achieve and it's just not working, you're either not meant to do it just yet, or there is another opportunity or a better way of achieving that same result. So don't get frustrated, my lovely Aries, and really want to push, like, I'm going to get through this wall. You're going to expend a lot of energy trying to push this wall down, rather than walking down the path away and finding that there's a door there that you can open to get through to the other side. So always look for the path of least resistance, my lovely Aries. That's going to be an important message for you for the month of August. I'm going to draw a card now from the Archetypes, my Archetypes deck. Let's see what archetype you're working with. Oh, there we go. This month. So what do we have? The fault line. The fault line. How interesting is that? That's the archetype of a crack appearing. There's a crack appearing. It's like a fault line. You can't get across to where it cuts across your path so that you can't move forward. It's very similar to a wall, but there are alternative paths. There are alternative things that you can do, put in play. Let's have a look. Let's read what the fault line archetype brings to you. Let me find it. Almost there. Here we go. The fault line. I'll hold this up for you. The fault line, Aries. Imagine walking across a frozen lake that begins to crack before your eyes. No matter how optimistic and brave you might be, panic ensues. You become fearful and tense and long for stable ground. Such is the energy of the fault line. It's the energy of walking on eggshells, of precarious dynamics, of sensing what is ready to break open into chaos. It's likely this cracking open is overdue. Its fault lines develop slowly and naturally from underlying elemental pressures. This card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that's afoot. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. There is no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. So it's about redefining reality, breaking open. That's interesting. That's very much in line with the channeled message that you've got. It's about being prepared. So Forewarned is forearmed, my lovely Aries. Be prepared for August to present obstacles to you. And it's what you do with those obstacles. It's what you do with the blockages that come up. Do you push through? Do you expend energy trying to get through something that is not open to you? Or do you take the path of least resistance? Be prepared to make other choices, to branch out, because there are other opportunities that are there for you. I'm going to have a look at what your animal totem is for this month, my lovely Aries. I'm hearing here, don't let stubbornness take hold in August, because it will be to your detriment. It's just going to slow your journey down. So, oh, you've got tiger energy. I like that. Will. Tiger energy is about will. It's about will. How are you going to move forward? It's moving forward, but how are you going to move forward? You know, the will is also about when you it's not being stubborn. When you have a will, you want to achieve a particular goal, or you want to do a particular thing, or you want to embrace a particular way of life. It's your will that keeps you going. So regardless of what obstacles cross your path, what stands in your way, your will keep you moving forward, looking for alternatives, looking for other ways of achieving what it is you want to achieve. That's will. Not being swayed, not being broken by anything that comes up in your path. Exercise your will and determination in ethical ways. Do not place your will over another's. You do not have control over anyone but yourself. Do not be afraid to be fierce, especially as a woman. We can ride our healthy anger, but we must eventually transform it into something more useful. And that is, you know, I've got to get over this obstacle. I've got to keep moving forward. Let's look at it in a healthy way. How else can we achieve this? Tiger magic is wild and mysterious. It is the energy we can use to counter jealousy, threat, and rage. It's highly protective and helps us find a more resourceful way to deal with difficult situations and people. Tiger magic is feminine aspect, and women can use it to help them gain confidence and to find their healthy fierceness. That doesn't mean that males can't have that as well, because remember, we all have yin and yang within us, masculine and feminine energy. And sometimes it's about tapping into the feminine side, that feminine energy that we have. I'm going to create your Celtic cross, my lovely Aries. Let's see what is there for you. Okay, there's success. See, there's success. So regardless of what obstacles cross your path, what you come up against, there is success in forward movement. So just remember that. Stay focused. Don't lose heart. Don't lose heart. Keep travelling forward. Albeit taking another route, taking another path. It's also going to be very important. Okay, let's have a look. So first you've got is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is celebration. So there's either a wedding, an anniversary, a birth of a child, a proposal, an engagement. There's some sort of celebration that's coming up here around you. It can also be a celebration of how far you've come, your successes in the past, the road that you've travelled, what you've achieved, my lovely Aries. Albeit that there's successes around you. And of course then you've got the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands also speaks of success, but it's recognition by your peers, by your colleagues, by your family, by people around you. People are seeing a shift. There's some sort of shift happening within you, Aries, that is you're looking toward, you're handling things differently. You're looking at alternate ways, but there is success in this change. So regardless of what obstacles come up for you in August, understand that there is success there for you. It's about maintaining having that tiger energy, maintaining your will, maintaining your commitment to bringing in the changes that you want to see, or the change in your life, the direction of a new direction, a promotion, a move, a sale of house. Don't lose heart. It can even be just doing your inner work, they're telling me here. You've also got the Two of Wands. Now, what opens up for you is alternate paths, or decisions, choices. Choices are here for you. There are choices that are coming up for you. So albeit if one way of doing things is not open to you, there are alternative choices for you to make. Make sure it's about being aware of those choices. It's about being aware of what's around you. If you've gone for a promotion and you haven't got it, or you've gone for a job interview and you haven't got it, understand that there's something there for you. So keep going. Look for another type of job, or when a promotion comes, it could be a promotion that's coming up in another department that's meant for you. What is meant for you will come to you. What was meant for you, you will have. There's fairness and justice. So there's a weighing. You're weighing things out. Now, who's going through some sort of legal? This is something to do with the law. This is signing contracts, legal settlement, the purchase of a house, the sale of a house. There's some sort of signing of a lease. There's some sort of legal stuff going on here, and it can be as simple as signing a lease. It can be as big as a big settlement case. You know, what is it for you? But it's also about making your decisions and choices in a very balanced, practical way, not allowing emotions to come into your decision making, but really looking at things in a very analytical, practical way, not jumping in hastily, because you know you're very much that wand energy, that let's get things done instantly. It's about pulling back, looking at things in a practical, pragmatic way, and coming to those decisions. But there's also some sort of legal stuff that's going on here in August. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. You know, it can be the purchase of a house, the sale of a house. It can be a lease, for a rental property, for a shop, for, you know, whatever it is for you. Who's moving? Good move. It's a good move. Interstate, I think. You've also got the King of Swords coming up here, and the King of Swords is about being in control of your thought processes, being in control of your words and your communication. Now that's going to be very, very important, because in your subconscious you've got this balance, this being pragmatic, being, you know, looking at the facts, being level-headed. And so that translates into the spoken word, being thinking before you speak, being practical, being strong about how you communicate, what decisions you are coming to, what's your thought processes, thinking before you speak. That's going to be very important here. But the King of Swords is a really strong energy. It's about, it's an energy of being in control. So you're very much in control here, my lovely Aries. And that's a really good thing, because what that translates into is the sun energy. The sun is really positive. So this build up in August is going to lead you, Aries, to the sun energy, which is plans fulfilled, things coming to fruition. It's about no obstacles. So any obstacles that are there, they will be removed as you choose the right path for you, as you look at alternatives. It's about moving forward in positivity and growth. Think about the sun. That's when we grow. That nurtures us. It makes you feel good. There's no blocks. There's nothing standing in your way. So you're going to get to a stage or a point in August where obstacles fall away. You're choosing different paths that then just flow, and you get the successes that you are seeking. It's really positive. I really like the energy that comes with the sun. Whatever you want to do, whatever you're planning, whatever you want to do moving forward, there's positivity there. There's growth there. There's success there. So the universe has your back. The universe has your back in moving forward, with you making the right choices and decisions, and showing a little bit of constraint in the beginning of August. You've also got the Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of, there's no wands here, which is your suit. This is about doing things differently. The Queen of Swords is also about communication. It's about new learning. It's about speech. It's about thinking, but thinking in a different way. The King is forceful. It's powerful. Goes through things, has that strength. But the Queen is more diplomatic, more nurturing, considering others in the thought process, gentler in the selection of words. And so it's about having that gentleness there as well. I also want to say there's something to do with an Aquarius person, Aquarian or Capricorn, Aquarius or Capricorn. I don't feel like Libra, but I feel like Aquarius or Capricorn person. And I don't know why I'm saying Capricorn, because Capricorn is not swords, but I feel like I want to say Capricorn as well. So let's see how that evolves. Then you've got the Empress energy. So as you move through August, the energy is starting to build. That Empress energy is an energy of success, of abundance, of the birth of new ideas, the birth of new plans, the birth of a new you, the birth of a new way of doing things, a new job. Your environment is changing, but it's interesting because I want to say your environment changes because you're changing, your perspective's changing, the way you deal with things changes, and so as a result it ripples out into your environment. But there's a lot of goodness. You've got the Sun and the Empress as you move to the end of August, and that is a lot of success coming to you. So whatever plans you want to make, whatever you want to put into play, it's a really good month to do that, because there is success there and you do get the rewards that you're working towards. Because it leads to a turning point, it leads to a new start, it leads to a new beginning. What are you doing, Aries, that is new, that is different? Moving ahead unencumbered. It's like you've put in the work in the beginning of the month, and you can now move ahead unencumbered. You can explore the future, even if you don't know what that is. It's going to unfold for you. Look at the Sun again. Here you've got the Sun coming through. It's repeating itself in the decks, in the cards. The Fool energy is an energy of new beginnings. It's the first card in the tarot deck, and so your journey begins. This new journey that you're going to undertake. I like it. As you get to the end of August, it's going to ask you to go within, to meditate, to consider. It's about finding time for yourself, finding that quiet time, that peaceful time. Go for walks where you can internalize, where you can process, where you can define what you're wanting to create in September, because this is it's like a train, and it's like this big train has started to move in the beginning of August, and this is what they're showing me, and it's really heavy and really slow, but as it picks up momentum, by the end of August, it's picking up speed, and it just chugs along and into September, where it really starts to move forward. Get on that train. Get on that train. While it's moving slowly, that's when you get on. And as it picks up speed, it takes you into September. Taking you into September, you're really needing to do some self-reflection at the end of August before you move into September, so that you can define what it is you're wanting. What stations do you want to stop at? What do you want to bring into your life? When the train stops at a platform, this is what they're showing me. You've got to load it up with the cargo. What do you want to put into your train? What do you want to carry into the future? Who and what do you want to carry into the future? What attitudes, what behaviors, what cycles, what people, what jobs, what type of living, how do you want to live? They're all things that you need to consider, and you can only consider that by internalizing and really working out what it is you're wanting, what changes you want to bring in. Let's have a look at the Divine Abundance deck. Let's see. Oh, there's two there. Two cards for you, my lovely Aries. Let's have a look what they are. There's three cards, actually. Okay, let's have a look. The first card you've got is Courage. Have courage to do things differently. Let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. And you will be shown those steps. And it may be that you need to take a detour. You can't keep going forward and putting those plans in place. You need to look for alternatives. And then it's about trust. Allow me, Divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. The butterfly, transformation, trusting in the change, trusting in what's coming up around you, trusting that you can't be moving on the same path because there's a wall. It's about looking for detours, taking another route, taking another path, looking at what other opportunities are coming in for you. And they may not be opportunities that you are expecting. They might be right out of the blue, but they are there for you to look at. Faith, miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. And that's the Empress energy. There you go. So you've got courage, you've got trust, and you've got faith. There's a lot of support there for you because it brings through what you're wanting. You've got the Empress energy and the Sun energy as well, which is fantastic. My lovely Aries, it's a great month ahead for you. So love, light and blessings to you. If you haven't already subscribed and would like to, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell. If you'd like a private reading with me, follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there. Blessings to you, Aries.